This is Donkey Kong Jr. for the Atari 7800, the Pro System. This game was originally released by Nintendo in 1982 for the arcades, and it's seen its way onto numerous game consoles. I have 3 versions of this game currently. This version on the Atari 7800, there's an Atari 2600 version, and on the ColecoVision. Donkey Kong Jr. is also on the NES and many other systems. The Atari 7800 version is my favorite, and I'm usually a huge fan of Atari 7800 arcade conversions, and there's several from Nintendo, Mario Brothers, Donkey Kong, and Donkey Kong Jr., which are done very well on the 7800. Mario Brothers remains my favorite, but I really like this one, Donkey Kong Jr. What's really interesting about this game is that Mario is a bad guy. I'm surprised there hasn't been a cover-up by Nintendo. And look at the horrible crime he's committed. He's kidnapped Donkey Kong Jr.'s father, Donkey Kong, and locked him in a cage. Donkey Kong Jr., in sheer desperation, has to go through numerous levels to try to save his dad. I'm not sure what happened, but you can imagine, did Mario just freak out one day and kidnap Donkey Kong, seeing him as a threat to his lead character status at Nintendo? Lock him in a cage and hope that nobody would notice, forgetting that he had a son who was just as crafty as Donkey Kong, his father. Donkey Kong Jr. will clearly stop at nothing to save his dad. Well, getting beyond the story, because there really isn't a story here, and there doesn't need to be. This game is excellent, and if you like the original Donkey Kong, I think they've actually improved on it in some ways here. There's 4 levels. They're done very well here on the Atari 7800. The controls are spot on. In each of the screens, you're met with certain challenges. I find that the different 4 levels or screens are all sufficiently different to keep the game interesting. Obviously, as you keep playing, things pick up, it gets faster, it gets more difficult, and you can also adjust the difficulty setting on this 7800 game from the introduction menu. Graphically, it's not bad. You can clearly see what everything is. You can see the little scores pop up when you hit things or drop fruit on them. And it doesn't sound bad either. We'll take a look at the Atari 2600 version at a later review, and you can see what horrible things they've done with that one. But this version is very well done. Did you see how hard Mario just hit his head on the ground? I think that's the answer we've been looking for. Mario actually was evil. And after freaking out, kidnapping Donkey Kong and being defeated by Donkey Kong Jr., smacked his head, developed amnesia, forgot all about it, and then turned into the good Mario that we know today. Another mystery solved by Classic Game Room. There's other mysteries outstanding, like how did Ms. Pac-Man and Pac-Man actually reproduce, but I'll get into that later for Pac-Man Jr. What I like about Donkey Kong Jr. is that not only are you avoiding all kinds of cool obstacles in the different levels, but you have a variety of different ways that you can climb things. You can climb things, or the vines or the chains on one side. You can get in between 2 of them and use both arms and go up faster. You've got to jump at the right time. You can take risks for more points, and you're awarded bonus points depending on how fast you can clear the levels. It's so fun. It's so simple. This is such a great Nintendo game. Whether it's 1982 or 12,682, you will still have a lot of fun playing Donkey Kong Jr. Except that in the year 12,682, you will have your robot servants play it after you give them telepathic signals to do so.